Hello, business family. It's great to see you again. And welcome to the Business of Black Business. Now, are you an entrepreneur that's interested in public relations and let's call it the marketing industry? Do you see yourself as a brand builder? Would you like to know how to get started doing that? Well, first thing you've got to do is tune in because you don't want to miss this. Because today we get to meet a young lady that is a marketing guru, a juggernaut in her space, a person that's actually making a mark. Again, this is Jay Reynolds. This is the Business of Black Business. And this is a show that's designed for you to help Black entrepreneurs and minority owned businesses to scale and to grow and to build their business. It's really a unique opportunity to gain access to very successful people and pick their brains. We want you to hear from them. We want you to hear how they did it. I want you to gain information that will help you to take your business to the next level. We get to meet a smart, witty, charming, and vivacious CEO, Shawn Nelson, publicist, CEO, and co-founder of LipsticRoylaty. It's a marketing company. So, Shawn, it's great to have you here. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you spending the time. How are you?
Thank you. What a beautiful introduction. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Hey, and it's not even hype. It's well deserved. It's who you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, anyway, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? Where did you grow up? Who were your mentors? I really want to know, outside of the bio, I want to know who you are. What makes you you?
Yes. So, hello, my name is Shawn Nelson. I'm a 32-year-old, multifaceted strategist. I'd like to consider myself. I grew up here, Miami-Dade County, babe. I'm a Miami-Dade girl. I grew up down south. So, my experience is just all over the place. I come from a very multicultural background. So I feel like that really helped shape me and mold me and help me just understand and look at the world in a different way. So that's a little bit about me. I co-own and co-founded.
Wait. I still want to know a little bit more about who are your mentors? What makes you you? I mean, somebody flipped a switch or something happened to develop Shawn. So tell me what that looks like.
This question is so unique to me because my mentors are right at home. I would say my greatest mentors would be like my mom, my father, who has now passed away since it'll be 2 years now. My nana, my aunt. Thank you. My mentors, I think I would consider my family because I saw what they went through growing up and hearing a lot about their stories, stories of immigrants who came from Cuba or came from Trinidad. Like I have a very multicultural and diverse background and everyone kind of has this unique story. So I would just pay attention to what they were doing, how hard they were working, what they aspired to be. And that's when I noticed that I started to pick up some of those things. Aside from that, I do have to give credit to just attending FAMU, being a part of the journalism program. Right? You already know. That I think really going to FAMU helped mold me and allowed me to understand why it's important to be a woman of color, especially in this industry. So yeah, I would say my mentors, my family, and just life experiences, really.
Cool. Well, now let's talk about your company. Tell me about your company. Tell me what you do. Everybody knows what a marketing company is, but it means so many different things to different people, right? So tell me about your company and what you do.
So the name of my company is called the LipsticRoylaty Agency. I'm the CEO.
Say that one more time for people, because I got that terribly wrong.
Yes, it's the LipsticRoylaty Agency, or LipsticRoylaty for short. We are a full service PR and marketing agency, and we were birthed from a really small idea and have since then grown. We help our clients focus on storytelling. We really find out what their goals are and help them achieve it through innovative marketing and public relation tactics with a focus on empowering them and making sure that we're not trying to change them. We're just amplifying whatever they have going on.
That's a big, I got to tell you, storytelling makes all the difference in the world. It determines where a company starts and where a company finishes to some degree, as well as the story all along the way. Now, but what inspired you to start this company? Tell us about that.
So the journey has been very interesting. My partner and I co-founded, her name is Regina Smiley, and she's also the director of visual media. We co-founded this business by accident. I was in college. She had already graduated, and I noticed that there were like some things missing on the marketing side, but I didn't really know it was marketing. So it all started with a nightclub who needed to get the word out that there was this college night happening. And it went from that to where we are now. So the story is so unique because I fell in love with the concept of public relations while at FAMU, but I never saw myself as a business owner. I never saw myself as like this big, I just didn't see it. Like I thought I was going to do school, get an internship, like go work for
go
a
work
firm.
for a company, do your 15 years or whatever and whatever. Yeah, I got you.
Yes, literally, I thought that was my journey. So, but what happened was all my life experiences and all Regina's life experiences, like morphed into the company. And when you understand that, like, you are a light and you have a purpose. And sometimes if you tap into that really early, like I feel like I did, and like we did, that actually is what you're meant to do. So it's like work and the career, it's all like embodied into your purpose. So that's kind of how we came about on accident, but maybe not on accident. I guess it was divine timing and divine order this whole time.
Yeah, well, I totally believe that you choose something that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I know that's an old cliche, but I absolutely, positively believe that. Now, what was your inspiration? I mean, well, let me take that back. Let me look at it a little different. You've achieved so much at a very young age. Talk to me about what legacy means to you and how do you see yourself building that legacy?
Legacy means a lot to me now. I would say since one of my younger brothers was tragically murdered in 2021, and he was 19
I'm
years old.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Right. It's like, I don't know what God has planned, but I'm trusting the process. And after that, my father transitioned a year after. So throughout that time, my father was telling me a lot about, it's like what you're doing, Shawn, you're on the right path. It's your purpose to get our story out there. And he was just saying all this stuff to me. I thought it was just dad talk, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Since his transition, legacy means even more because I just take it a lot more serious. Our business has been around now for 11 years, at least the name, what people knew of LipsticRoylaty.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. So to us, it's never like a money thing. We've been chasing purpose. Like that's the root of it all. So even the way that we get clients, the way that we work with them, everything ties back to our legacy. We want to be remembered and we want to be known as change makers, as people that really broke barriers, that just didn't create a concept to make money and to like be on the scene, because it's not that. It's we want, our children's children. We want to impact and make a generational like upgrade in a way. You know what I'm saying? We want to like,
I know exactly what you're saying.
We want to change it. That legacy to me, like that's all I think about is legacy. Like how are people going to know our name? What impact did we make? What clients we've worked with? How did we help them? And we don't just like focus on the tactics that people like may know, like just regular stuff. We really get deep. We want to know who our clients are at the core. And I think that's what kind of sets us apart. Like we're really there to help you, empower you, and inspire you. It's not just let me do a campaign. So legacy is everything.
The only way you're really going to be able to tell somebody's story is if you're invested in it to some degree and you believe it, you can actually tell that story. Now, we're going to have to take a quick break. And when we come back, I want to talk to you about the projects and the brands that you're currently working on and some of those kinds of things. And we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. I really want to hear some of the things that you have got going on. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
February 20th to the 23rd, join us at the Food Network South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
This is a world-class food and wine festival. I don't think there's anything like this.
Proceeds benefit FIU.
Eat, drink, and educate.
Get your tickets now at SoBWFF.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman & Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman & Dover Law Firm, your accident.
You know, before we talk about it, we're welcome back, business family, and we get the opportunity to dive into the world of PR and marketing. And Shawn, I really appreciate your time. So, one of the things that I always say to people is that nobody understands the challenges sometimes that we face as minority companies to build and to enter into a space that's highly competitive. So talk to us a little bit about the challenges that you faced promoting and opening doors with major firms and how you overcame them. Being a primarily female-oriented, 100% female-oriented, owned company and minority company, you certainly have some stories to tell.
Oh, yes. I think the biggest issue that we don't talk a lot about is the importance of having your business strategy and your business model ready to go. It's important that although you have this great concept, that you literally file all your paperwork and get all of that in order. And I bring that up because I feel like having access to capital and resources is the greatest challenge that not just us as a minority owned company, but just small businesses and young entrepreneurs, period. It's like the biggest issue is that we don't realize that we're missing out on grants, loans, and procurement money that's just sitting there, and we can't access it because we don't have, our stuff in order. So for us, I feel like the greatest challenge has been capital. It's been, everything that we make, we put right back into the business. Right now that we're scaling at a very, very quick pace, now, we have to focus on, okay, obviously we need to scale and get capital from other entities. But I think that's been one of the greatest issues. And then the second one that I could think of is not knowing your worth. Oh my God, that right there is so important to talk about. I feel like as a Black woman, as an Afro-Latina woman, as a woman, period, knowing your worth, the minute that you know your worth, your whole life will change in business. Because we've had a lot of issues where we're running into different clients and potential clients who want to work with us, but they feel like, oh, we're young, or they can negotiate our pay, or they don't understand our worth. So that to me is, those two things are the greatest issues that I think we face throughout our journey. We do a great job of getting our putting the word out there, we're not afraid. We do the networking events, we do the email newsletters, we do all of the things. But the greatest challenge is knowing your worth, putting your foot down, demanding what it is you want based on your experience, which we can say, and also knowing that you have to have your business in order to get the big bucks.
One of the things that I think that it's really important, especially for small businesses, is to walk away from businesses that is somewhat toxic, or you get to a point in time when you absolutely can't make money from those businesses, from that business, purely because of the way that the margins are squeezed too small. And sometimes as emerging companies, I find that to the point that you just made, Shawn, is that have to know your worth, and you have to be prepared to just walk away from toxic business. So yes. You make a really good point. Congratulations on being selected by companies like Uncle Nearest, who's very dear to my heart, I might say. My favorite beverage. Uncle Nearest and Playboy and FAMU as their marketing partner. Tell us, how did you get those projects, and how did you go about pitching them? How did you go about winning them?
So it's really interesting, the ones that you just mentioned. We could start with Playboy. So it's super important as young business owners and just as business owners in general to be on all of the platforms. We had been posting a lot on LinkedIn about our work that we've been doing with Uncle Nearest, and that is how someone from the Playboy team reached out. So we recently completed an amazing partnership for Art Week here in Miami, Florida, where we secured 2 brand placements during Playboy, which to us was a big deal because we know that Playboy right now is under a revamp. They're rebranding. They are a luxury brand. They have high profile clients. So it's the perfect it's the perfect opportunity, especially during Art Week. So we're excited because there's some future work that, you know, we're looking forward to continuing in 2025. Uncle Nearest is dear to my heart. They have changed my life. Like literally, that's why I have my little pin on. They've changed my life. The story with them is also very unique. We had a client who at the time was looking to work with a spirit brand for a series of events that was Black owned. We didn't find any. The only one that we found in 2019, I believe it was either 2018 or 2019, was Uncle Nearest. So at the time, the company was, I would say, a few years old, and we connected with the local rep, and it went from connecting with the local rep to where we are now, where we have the opportunity to collaborate and activate on a lot of the projects that you see here in Florida. We've done a lot of other projects throughout the United States to include Cleveland. So we're really excited to be working with Uncle Nearest. We already know that they're very selective, and we are so proud and humbled to be amongst the chosen. We've been seeing them grow, and we've done so many amazing activations here, from Red Rooster to Whiskey Neat with Beaker and Gray. We did the City of Lauderdale Lakes this year. They had an amazing festival. We had for the first time the largest Uncle Nearest cocktail demonstration with master mixologist Gorilla Key. She did an incredible job. And then Art Week, you know, we just concluded Art Week recently. Uncle Nearest activated, I believe we activated over 10 events for Art Week, which was like
that is
incredible.
It's really well done stuff. I mean, because of the fact that it's now become my bourbon of choice, bourbon whiskey of choice. It speaks to me in terms of the way that you guys market it, right? I understand it. It definitely speaks to me. And if you need my address to send me some of those product samples, you know, I'll get that to you right after the show. But talk to me a little bit about AI. How is AI impacting what you're doing right now? And how are you leveraging that? Or are you leveraging that? Or have you found a way to get that done?
I feel like it's so important for us to continue to grow with the times and with the trends. So we have accepted the help of AI. One of my favorite apps, I believe, is called Motion AI. And Motion AI is like the best schedule assistant that there is that I found. And what it does for us, oh my God, we just put the tasks that we're looking to accomplish, and then it schedules everything out on your schedule. I think people get afraid when they see like these trends happening, and they don't realize that by embracing it, you're going to continue to propel your business. So for us, we're just looking to still remain authentic while also incorporating and understanding what the trends are so that we can perform with everybody else. We can't get left in the past, you know? And I feel like a lot of people in the journalism
you get on the train, or you get run over. One of the two.
Oh, you get run over, babe. You get run over. But I do see a lot of people that are nervous, especially in communication and journalism, because they feel like, you know, how do we protect the integrity of our work?
Right? Yeah.
But it's not. And that's why everything that we do goes back to purpose and understanding who you truly are, like your purpose. Nothing can replace you because you have a job and a duty to complete while you're here.
Well, nothing can replace creativity, right? AI can create functionality and efficiency, but it's not a creative thing. And not yet. It's not that aware to the point in time. It can basically take a look at the past and be somewhat of a predictor of the future, but it can't create, and that's what you bring to the table. So, you know, in a little bit, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, I really want to talk about the building of the next generation of Black business owners, of Black entrepreneurs, and I want to get your thoughts on that, especially as a young person in the business. You know, it's going to be critical that you reach back and you pull that other Shawn behind you, right? That other publicist, that other PR firm owner. I really want to get your thoughts on that. So hang on. We'll be right back. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't get lost.
I'm here.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
February 20th to the 23rd, join us at the Food Network South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
This is a world-class food and wine festival. I don't think there's anything like this.
Proceeds benefit FIU.
Eat, drink, and educate.
Get your tickets now at SoBWFF.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accident.
At DRT Behavioral Services, we provide culturally sensitive mental health evaluations with thorough treatment plans, incorporating alternative forms of wellness, not just Western traditional medicine. Besides medication management and psychotherapy, we provide education to people in the areas of minority mental health with classes on your diet's impact on mood and sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com today.
We're back. And Shawn, with the time that's remaining, I really want to get your thoughts on the next generation of business owners and how important you believe that is, especially from kind of a Gen Xer. You're kind of a Gen Xer, right? So give me an idea about how you perceive what we should do as business owners to develop and mentor that next generation of business owners.
So I love this question. Since I was a young girl, I always participated in organizations. Thank you to my parents, like Breakthrough Miami and Summer Bridge. So I was accustomed to always having to give back, whether it was my time, my knowledge, my resources, even dating back to like the church, like usher board and all of that. So in my mind, I've always understood the importance of service. So throughout my journey and throughout Regina and my journey, we have always make sure that if there was someone else who had questions, we always will make ourselves available. While that might not be acceptable because, people charge for stuff like that, for us, not only is it beneficial, but you're pouring into the next generation of whatever. Right. I want to bring up someone that's like near and dear to my heart, Jakira Scott, who has been with us since, I would say, 2016, 2017. She is a designer, and she's one of our senior graphic designers. And one of my starting points while I was in college was understanding graphic design and the role that it plays in PR and marketing. So I could design a website, I could design a flyer, I could create anything. I know how to do all of the things so that I can be a better leader. So I'm bringing her up because she's someone that I consider a mentee who we've been able to help her understand corporate branding, the importance of design. She's been able to work on various projects from here throughout Kuwait. So I'm excited because she trusts me. And for me, that means a lot. So I'm also the friend that, has the resources and the information. So I'm always giving out knowledge, even if people aren't asking, because I feel like that's my duty. I'm the one that knows the things. So I'm going to tell and put my people on. So I do think it's important to pour into anyone and everyone, because you weren't given that knowledge, that expertise, those talents, those characteristics to just keep to yourself. So I am a proponent for putting back what you know into the people that are coming up underneath you or behind you.
I got to tell you, Shawn, that warms my heart. It really absolutely warms my heart. I think it's just so absolutely important, right? Okay, we only have about a minute and a half left. What I want you to do is tell us what's next for you. Tell me some of your projects. Tell me what you got going on. Tell us what you want us to know.
I just want you guys to make sure to keep up with us via our website, www.thelipsticroylatyagency.com. In 2025, we have a lot of amazing things that we're excited to announce. One of them being the Flamingo Brunch. It's making its second return. And for this event, it's going to be bigger and better, featuring Uncle Nearest. It is to celebrate women. And You already know
Cat,
you
yeah,
might need to
hello.
be in the building, okay? Flamingo Brunch is to celebrate women. It's a specially curated brunch where we're just letting women know how much we appreciate them. Aside from that, I am working on a few books that I'll be publishing. I'm excited about that. And I
Very
mean,
cool.
Lipstick Royalty always has something going on. So just keep up with us, social media, everything is at Lipstick Royalty. So you can't miss us.
Hey, Shawn, this has been amazing discussion. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate that. As a CEO, I know that you're busy. So I also want to thank Legacy Magazine and Dexter and Rashad and all of the people behind the scenes that make this happen. Thank you guys for making this important, because it absolutely is important. And one of the things that I always say is, just in closing, if it is to be, it's absolutely up to me. So speaking to Shawn Nelson, vivacious, smart, witty, charming Shawn Nelson. Thank you very much again for spending your time. I really enjoyed talking to you, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do this again sometime.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, take care. Tune in again next time. This is the Business of Black Business. My name is Jay Reynolds. I own and operate Wolf Creek Consulting. We're a top-ranked executive staffing firm. Tune in next time. We'll see you then. Take care. God bless you and your family.
Yes, bye.